Hello! How are y'all doing? Let's see if it's up. How are you doing tonight? There it is. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll give y'all a second to come in. Hello, Mari. I made a listing for this wreath tonight. It's the second comment. I'm good. How are you? Did you see? Aren't you proud? Ew, lights. What about lights? Do I have them all? Oh, thank you. Hold on. There we go. Now we got it. Hey there. Hey Ginger, how are you? So how y'all doing tonight? Hey, hey. How y'all doing? Y'all, look at my new mat. Look, look, look. It's pink. I really wanted purple, but I got pink, and I'm still happy with pink. Okay, so this is one of my very favorite shirts, and this thing picks like crazy, right? So look what I got. Look at my new apron. It's cool, right? So now I won't pick my shirt. Because I don't know, I am so sick of picking my shirt. So how are y'all doing tonight? Y'all doing okay? It even has little pockets in it. Isn't it cute? So I could put my little scissors in there. That would be cool. Yes, be Wreath. I know, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this one. So, this is our sign. Look at this gorgeous sign. Isn't this pretty? I love this sign. I love it. It's kind of like farmhouse because it has that kind of muted background, and so what we're going to do is, with that in mind, we're going to be using the jute. And look at this stuff. This is poly burlap in a basket weave, because who doesn't love that? I do. I love it. So we're going to do the poof with the jute, and we're going to do ruffles with this. How are you? So I thought I would just show you a couple ruffles. You know, I have already cut tons of them. So I'm cutting them at 20 inches. So right there. And I had 2 more to cut. And of course, I have most of them cut. So, let's see. Right here. Look how great we did. That's how much is left. Awesome. So how are y'all doing tonight? Y'all doing okay? Alright, so I showed you the sign. This is our mesh with the poly burlap. We're going to do ruffles with that. And this is true poly burlap. It's that kind of plastic. Here is our ribbons. So I did these 3. What you have to see is this one. Look at this. I know, don't you love my pink mat? Look at that. It has the honeycomb, the bee is the same. I mean, how amazing is that? It's exactly the same. I'm so excited. Oh, and I want to tell y'all where I got my awesome apron. So, it is So Cute by Katie, S-E-W. And her website is So Cute. So it's S-E-W, cute, by Katie, KETE.com. So she made this for me with my logo. I'm so excited. Lord, where did I put that? There it is. Okay, so we have our bee ribbon. The sign came from Sims, but I think Mari found it. Did you find it at Craft Outlet? I think she did. So, it is awesome. And it's a nice sign. Okay, and then we have this ribbon. And this cute little, and look at this one. I absolutely love this one. This one actually came from Old Time Pottery. You want to come say hi? Come say hi. Trying to get my hubby to come out and say hi.
Where am I supposed to look?
You're looking right there.
Oh, okay.
Hi. See, you can see yourself right there too.
Have fun.
Thank you. Okay. So then we're going to use some accents with this. I love this. And I'm not sure if we're going to use this one or this one. We'll have to figure that out when we get close to there. So the mat is from Amazon. So now, and you know I always say this wrong. I think it's Fiskars or Fiskars, however you want to say it. They now have colored ones. They have pink, blue, and purple. The only problem is you can't specify what color. You just have to kind of order it, and you get whatever they send you. But look at this. It's colorful. I love colorful. Hey, Pam. All right. So I told y'all I'm going to start telling y'all about channels. For people that are in my group so that y'all can go check them out. And tonight, I want you to go check out a channel called Buttercup Creation. Her name is Danita, and she makes some awesome stuff, and she needs some of your love. So if you will go and check out her channel. Also, the Soul Sisters, which I am one of, now has a channel, and I will be doing stuff on there as well as on here. So make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to both those channels. Especially Danita, because she's just starting out. And you know what it's like when you're first starting out. You really just need people to show you some love. Right? Because we all need it. Hey! I'm going to be in Alabama next week. I'm excited. Alright, so we're gonna get started. And I am gonna zoom in. Hopefully, by next week, I'll have the overhead camera set up. I am still... You did? You just sold your first wreath? Woo woo! Oh, wait. No, we have to do the bell for that. That calls for a bell ring. There you go. So here's all my ribbons that I cut up. These are all 12 inches, and I cut them with my Perfect Tails. And of course, I have the OG Perfect Tails. But this thing works awesome. I'm going to show you something else you can do with it. But we're going to put these ribbons. Don't you love these ribbons? I'm going to put them over here so we can get started. So I'm using my mesh roller because it just makes things easier. Let's see. Oh, I need, hold on, I need some zip ties. Okay. So we'll get out a couple zip ties. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see a little better. Let's get it. How about right there? Okay. This is not going to be a kit. However, I was thinking about doing a bee kit. So we'll see what I can come up with. Oh, hey, before I start, do y'all want to see what the next kit is? You did? That's awesome. It's good to see you, Dawn. All right. So I just scrunch it up. And sometimes it drives me crazy when it's all... So let's just trim it off. I don't know why, but I really like it to be kind of neat. And I just tie it onto the frame right here. I know, a pink mat, right? So the perfect tails you can buy on, yes, okay, hold on. The perfect tails you can buy on the website called Creative Soul Sistas. And it's S-I-S-T-A-S, like that. You see the sistas? And that's where we have our tails. Alright, let me show you the kit. I'm super excited about this kit. Alright. So, this is not the exact frame, but it's going to be orange. The frame is orange. Because, look at that sign. You see the sign? This is the mesh. I mean, come on. Right? I absolutely love this one. Okay, so it comes with this full roll. You see how all the colors work? And then it's going to come with, I think it's going to come with 4 eggs. It's going to be at least 4. And then 5 yards of this one, 5 yards of this one, and 5 yards of this one. So that's 25 yards. See? And it looks really good with this side. See, look at this. So we've got our pink, green, blue, yellow, purple. We've got a little bit of our black. We've got our turquoise and our bright pink. And then the orange for the little bit of orange. And then this. So we're going to do, so you can either do poof curl or you can just do poof, which I think I'm going to do poof curl with the kit. But you can decide what you like. And I'll be listing it in my groups tonight. And then I'll be listing it on my page tomorrow. In my shop, I mean. So that way, we can get working on them. Because before you know it, Easter's going to be here. Things go so fast, don't they? Isn't that cool? I really like it. It's 40. It's going to be 40. Well, Carl, you know I'll be listing them in our group first. And people in my group get a discount. They get, what is it, 10% off? Or 15% off? I can't remember. Okay. So I'm going to do 10-inch. But you could also do 12-inch, whichever one you're more comfortable with. And let me show you a trick. If you're going to do 12-inch, you can take your perfect tail, measure out 12 inches. Let's just do it that way. And down it goes. Look at that. Look how perfect that is. Let's do it again. So, you always want to make sure these little ends are underneath. Alright, so pull up right to this edge and then go down. So see, a whole nother use for it you didn't even think of. I told you I was going to show you something else. Alright, there we go. We'll just do this all the way around. This just makes it easy. That way you can make sure all of your poofs are exactly the same and you're not going to have that variation. And it's a lot faster than trying to measure it on your board. And I mean this, on your mat. I don't think I'm quite ready for Christmas again. You know, January is the month where everybody has to start paying off their bills from Christmas. So, you know, and then you have Valentine's and then Easter and birthdays. So, hey. It is a constant thing, isn't it? Thank you, Mary Smith. Yeah, you can use a ruler. I like my tails though. First of all, they're purple. And they're perfect for doing my ribbons. We're actually coming out with a smaller set too. 8, 9, and 10 inches, which is really great for doing things such as the Unique and the Creek boards. The wreaths on their boards. Okay. So just all the way around. Now you know me. I'm not usually a measurer, but I think it's good for y'all to see how you can do it and be able to get consistency, because I think that's what a lot of people struggle with. Now I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 12 inches. But if you use something like this, you can get more consistency with your poofs, and I think you'll be less stressed out. Hi. I think the mat was 43. It was not very much more than the other one, and I think I saw that Joann's has it, so you could check that too. Yeah. So she was asking me how much the board was. I do love Christmas, but I love the summer too. Right? I like the warm. Okay, so I've gone all the way around. So now I'll go up top and I will open up these ties like this. It takes about 3 weeks because they are handmade. Okay, so you go from the bottom to the top, and I always like to go right before a tie. So that way when you end, you cannot tell where you started and where you ended. Okay. I know it's so hard when you order something and you're anxiously waiting on it, you know? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can also use your boards. This is actually a very nice size for making the poofs. So if you're having trouble with it, I'd measure them. That'd be your first thing. And if you're still having trouble, make sure you're tucking those ends under. So see these ends? They should be underneath when you make that poof. Otherwise, the poofs are kind of weird looking. I don't know, Ginger. I don't think there's really a specific reason. It's just kind of a pattern I've been in. You can go top to bottom. It really doesn't matter one way or the other. I think it's just whatever habit you get in, you know. But it looks exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, I like to use zip ties because it really holds it on there. You don't have to worry about it coming loose. And it also keeps your ends nice and neat. It's just a good habit to get into. And if you're going to be selling it, you want to sell it at the highest quality you can. So you just want to make sure that you're, taking all of those quality precautions. And that is definitely something I would consider a quality precaution. Okay. All right, so we're at the last one. So now you'll see why I like to start it right before tie. So you see here, so when I put this down, the ties actually come from behind that last poof. Then when I tie it down, it's seamless. You cannot tell where I started and where I stopped. So I really like that. I just think it looks much nicer. So I'll just trim this off. Do y'all save your extra? I save mine, but if I haven't used it in a while, I do get rid of it, but I try to hurry up and make something else with it, because you can use it to do poof curl. It's an excellent way to use up. So I just tie the bottom on, keep it out of sight. There we go. So we've got our basic poof ready. Okay, there we go. I squashed it a little when I flipped it over, but no big deal. All right, now we are gonna do our curls. So I wanna make sure you can see. All right, so this is pretty good. This does not fray a lot. So I don't feel the need to do the woodland ruffle on it, but you can. If you're worried about it, then just do that little curl at the end. Otherwise, just ruffle it up. And then we're just going to take it, put it down right on top of the mesh, tie it off. Okay, just like that. All right, see, I got lots cut. So we'll just keep doing the same thing. So it works a little better if you lay it flat so that the curl is flat down, and just take your hands and just go up. Now this one is very easy to ruffle. It almost goes up like an accordion. So it's nice. It does very nice. Okay, you can either open your ties or not. It's a personal preference. There we go. Okay. Isn't it pretty? I know, I love it. Does it look like bee wings? Cool. Yeah, this mesh here, so poly burlap isn't really my favorite, but I love this. So hey, I'm all about it. Alrighty. So when you put it on, if you will pull it out all the way around like this, then you will end up almost with a flower. You see that? Okay. Yeah, so with the leftovers, what I do is if you do curl poof, you can do several together. So like if I have this color left, and let's say I have a red left, then I'll find a sign that has both those in it, and I'll use up my extras to make another wreath. Because when you do the poof curl, you're not using the whole wreath, the whole roll, I mean. We'll have to do a project with one so I can show you. I'll save some extra rolls and we'll do a project. That way you can see what I mean. And let's face it, storage becomes a premium when you're crafting. Right? Because holy cow, that stuff starts taking up some serious space. Hey, Tammy. Well, see, I wasn't paying attention. Best place to sell crafts. Well, I would say there are several really good places. So you can sell on Etsy. You can sell on Shopify. So I wouldn't suggest Shopify unless you were already driving your own traffic. You can sell on Facebook. And you can sell on Amazon Handmade. So Amazon Handmade is a really good one. These are kind of expensive, so you would have to add that into your crafts. However, that's quite an audience out there. I have several in my group who just signed up with Amazon Handmade, and I mean within like a week sold their first wreath. So it's a pretty great thing. I also have someone in my group who's making 6 figures on Amazon Handmade. So it's a great thing. As a matter of fact, Katie just signed up for Amazon. She sold her first wreath over there. Katie from Crazy Maisie. Ugh. Y'all, she has a YouTube channel too. She's one of my soul sisters. Okay, I'll just move that out of the way. So you see that's the top. You see how much it changes it already. And then, oh, that's going to look so cute. I love it. I will save them and show you. I would. Girl, if you make quilts, I'd be out there selling them. That is a super, super popular thing. And I would have a YouTube channel to show them how to make it. Y'all, I'm going to tell you. In my business group, I preach YouTube because do you know that over 90% of the United States watches YouTube? And you know what they watch? They watch how-tos. How to do stuff. So guess what? It's a great place to be. So first you need to join my business group, and then you need to have a YouTube channel after I show you how to do it. And if you're looking for design help, I have a group. Crazy Maisie has a group. And Queenie has a group, the Royal Design Court. Katie's is Katie's Clubhouse, and they're called Clubbies. Isn't that cute? My business group is the Cubbies, and Amanda's design group are the Flockettes. Isn't that funny? I just love it. It's funny. You can't find, it's a Buttercup Creations. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. So we just keep going. Yes. All of the groups are on Facebook. Awesome. Come on, join my group. However, my training is actually not on Facebook. It's on Teachable. Facebook is just kind of like a bonus thing. But we do Zoom calls every week. So that's outside of Facebook. So if you don't have a Facebook page, it's not really a big deal. We just talk to each other on there. That's more of the community part. But the training itself is not on on Facebook or here. It's on Teachable. And the Zoom calls, honestly, and I'm sure a couple of my members are on here, they'll have to give you their opinion, but I think the Zoom calls are the best thing. So it's kind of like a conference, except you can see everybody. And so if somebody has a question and they're struggling with something, they can share their screen, or I can share my screen and show them how to fix it. And we just talk about general things and questions and what they should do with social media and, you know, all the good things. Zoom calls are my favorite. So, oh, and I don't know, did I say the Soul Sisters also have a design group? I don't think I mentioned that. I'm telling you, I've had like a schizo day. I think it's because I had to go back to the dentist and I was kind of nervous. And it was fine. But I was kind of dreading it. I was afraid it was going to hurt or something, but it didn't. Yeah. It is a big community, so that's one of the best things, right? We are a community. We help each other. We share each other's lives. We support each other. And not everybody in the group goes live. Some people have been in business a while. Some are brand new. So there's no requirement as to what level you're on. And there's no course you have to take first or anything like that. You just join in and you start where you're comfortable. This month, we are going through income taxes because that's so much fun. It's really not fun, but luckily, I'm a CPA, so I can give them advice on what to do. So, it's good stuff. It's my favorite thing. It combines my two favorite things. My two favorite things are running businesses, because that's what I did as a CPA, and playing with ribbon. I mean, that's like my two favorite things in the whole world. And I am definitely a spreadsheet geek. I can't help it. I really like spreadsheets. They're one of my happy places. So on the bottom row, I'm placing them on the same place. Oh my, Linda. You know, I have a lot of problems with my back and neck, but it's from... Oh yeah, you have to have... Well, that's a complicated question. So, is taxes involved with selling wreaths? It is. If you buy wholesale, which if you're going to sell wreaths, I would suggest you buy wholesale. But you still have to report it on your income tax if it's over $600. So if you made over $600, it needs to go on your taxes. Okay, so what I did is I just took the ruffles and I just placed them, and I'm kind of pulling it out almost like a little flower. You see how it kind of... So this poly burlap does this action very well. So see how it just kind of almost makes like a little petal, and then it starts to push itself up. All right, look at that. I love it. wholesale is where you purchase things without having to pay taxes, and you purchase it at a discount. So let's say if you normally buy a roll of ribbon for $5, at wholesale they may have it for $4, they may have it for $3.75. It just depends on what the markup percentage is. Alright, so these are the two ribbons I'm putting together, and then those two. So I just put them together. I like to start on the bottom. I'm not going to open the tie back up. I'm just going to put it down, tie it off 3 times, pull these out. Does that help answer your question? Okay. All right. But I can tell you that wholesale is a great deal, because just think about it. If you spent $40 making a wreath, and you now have to sell it at least $80. Well, let's say you bought wholesale and you spent $25 on that. Well, if you sold it for $80, how much more money would you get? I'm in South Carolina. And you would have to pay taxes on that, but it would be based on what your state is. So in my state, it's 6%. Well, you can either charge that person the 6%, or you can just pay it. You only have to pay it if it's in your state. So it's really not a bad deal. You're still going to make out better if you buy wholesale. Where do I shop besides wholesalers? I shop at Hobby Lobby. I shop at Michael's. Locally, we have a place called Carolina Pottery. I shop there. I shop at Deco Exchange. I shop at Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, the Wreath Shop, all of those. Especially if I'm looking for something specific. I like to go to Etsy and buy signs. And if my wholesaler doesn't have something, I'll go start looking elsewhere. I mean, if you're just making it to enjoy it and you don't want to sell them, then that's where I would go to look for items. Because not everybody wants it to be a business. Some people just want to make something pretty. Yeah. There we go. If you are in it for a business, you should check out some of the conferences that'll be coming up. There are so many now. When I first started doing this, the only thing I did was I would go to my wholesalers. They had, you know, like spring shows and fall shows. But now, there's like conferences everywhere, which is fun. I like them just because you get to meet everybody, and that's so much fun. That's my favorite thing. I think I just like to run my mouth and hug people. Hey, Kelly. I have to file monthly, but every state's different. If you don't have sales tax, if you don't have income tax, I would ask, because sometimes they have sales tax and sometimes they don't. You just need to check with your either Department of Revenue. You can look online. That's usually who runs the taxes, the sales tax. And yes, you do. You need to join the group. It really is an awesome group. And I kept it low on purpose. I just want to be able to do what I love. So, and I want to help other people do what they love, because that makes me very happy. I mean, look at, I run a business and I homeschool my kids. I mean, to me that's like the best thing ever. I get to hang out with my kids, I get to take care of my parents. Okay, so I'm gonna move up top. This is a big sign, so I already know I'm gonna have to pull these out front. So, because that sign is gonna get in the way. So when you're working on your ribbons, don't worry about yanking them, because you want them to go where you want them to go. Sometimes you just have to tell them where to go, because they don't always want to behave. Right? Yeah. Where, Brittany, where do you live? Yeah, anyone can go to the conferences. You sure can. There's the Crafters Convention in June, and that one is in Illinois. And then there's the Wreath Makers Live at the end of July. It's kind of like the end of July, beginning of August. And then there's one in New York. I don't know, is Katie on here? So I would say if you're looking for wholesalers, there's a couple of really good ones. So there's one in Georgia and North Carolina. They do ship, and they're called Sims Pottery. Actually, I think I walked through it recently and put the video out here so you could see what it looks like. There's General Wholesale. That one is it's in Louisiana somewhere. And then there's Craig Bachman. Right? I love these ribbons. I love these colors together. My husband will like this one because he graduated from Georgia Tech. He's an engineer, so he's going to like this. Although he's in bed now. That poor man, he has to get up at like 3:30 in the morning. So, okay, Brittany, you live in Louisiana. One of the best places is right near you. Go online and search for General Wholesale. They're in Louisiana. As a matter of fact, they're having a spring show at their location. Now, I know, let's see, Damon's going to be there, and I think Kali, maybe Rhonda. I can't remember who else. But Niagara Falls. I know there's one in up there, so that would probably be, Craig Bachman would probably be the closer one to you. I can't remember exactly where they are. And I know there's some in New York. I mean, they're all over. You just need to do a search. And you would search, probably the best thing to do would be to search for floral wholesalers, because usually wholesalers that sell craft supplies sell florist supplies. You know, like what they would call silk flowers and things like that. But I think they generally like to call them botanicals, permanent botanicals, or something like that. I would do a Google search. I bet there are. You could also look on AliExpress. That might be a good place. They're like importers. There we go. Alright. We got all our pretty ribbons on. See how pretty? Oh, I like it. Okay. Now, we're going to put our sign in the middle. But before we do that, I thought we'd do something fun. So, if y'all have never seen Hazy's Heart and Home, she is one of my soul sisters, and she was doing a live last night. And I wanted to show y'all what she did because I thought it was a great way for y'all to do this. All right, so you take your tails. Now I'm taking my perfect tails, but this is going to be 24 inch. This is 12 inch. So if I go around one time, all the way around, that's 24 inch. So I go around again. That's 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5. 5. Okay, so just trim it off. Trim this bottom. Alright, there we go. Now we have really long ones. And we're going to dovetail it just by folding it over and cutting it away from yourself. Okay, like that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to make these little tiny bows to put on. So, if you take them and put it together, find the center again. Okay, that tells you where your tails are going to be. You see? So you can just twist your tails out. Take this piece and just fold it down. Pinch it. And you've got yourself a little bow. I'm going to take a little pipe cleaner. I cut it in 4s. And I'm just going to tie it around. Okay? And look. How easy was it to make that bow? Pretty cool, right? I think that General Wholesale will sell to you without a wholesaler's license, but you just don't get like you get more like retail pricing as opposed to wholesale pricing. They can't really legally sell to you without having a retail license because they have to follow those laws. Okay? Alrighty. So what y'all think of doing this tiny little bow? Isn't that cute? That Amanda, she is one smart chickie. Thank you. Isn't that cute? Sometimes when you see people do something, you think, oh my gosh, why didn't I think about doing it that way? She's really awesome. If you've never checked her out on Facebook, I don't know if she has gotten herself a YouTube channel yet. But she's Hazy's Heart and Home. So make sure you go check her out. She's got some really cool designs. I love her. She's one of my soul sisters. But I just also like her as a designer. Yeah, you can buy online. You sure can. They have it online. So does Sims. So does Craig Bachman. They all are online. Okay. So, remember you're just pinching, pulling it down, pinching again. Then you can just take the little end and move them in opposite directions, like that. Take your little tie, flip it around, and there you go. So look at that. Wouldn't that be perfect for a package too? You could do this for a package. How cute. Alright, then we're going to put these on our wreath. Then we'll put our sign on. Yeah, I would check them out, Brittany. I'm telling you. If you're going to make this into a business, you got to be serious. Do it the right way. So they're 24 inches. Thank you, Sarah. Did you just start? That's cool. Alright, so what we're going to do with these, I just love little bows. I just love little bows. So see, what we can do is we can take it and we can just add it right on where our ribbons are. Make sure our ribbons are still like that. See? Then we take these little yellow ones. We can put it right here. I'm just kind of tying the tie around it. And I want to make sure I spread it out so that I'm not covering the ribbons, but just kind of enhancing them like that. See, isn't that cute? It just adds one more little bit of pop of color. So really you could do all this color if you wanted to, but I don't want to lose the kind of rustic feel to it because those are so popular, and I just wanted this to kind of look more rustic than bright. So I just want to add just a little bit of brightness onto it. Just kind of enhance. So kind of a mixture of the natural colors and the bright colors. And I just want to add a bow. Oh, I want to show y'all this. So in my private design group, every Sunday we have bow Sundays. And I made this bow. So if you were going to do a wreath like this, you wouldn't even have to use a sign. You could just do a nice big bow like this and call it a day. So we made that in my group. We're actually going to be making something similar to this, but we're going to be doing something a little different. That's fun. We do, and once a month we do a joint bow Sunday with Amanda's group and Katie's group. So we hang out with the clubbies and the flockettes, and we make bows together. It's fun. It's lots of fun. And we do it on a Zoom call because that's a lot more fun. This is the highlight of my... Oh, wait a minute. I was about to put the wrong one on. That's the highlight of my week when we do bows. I love doing bows. And we do it all different ways. Last week I did handmade bows. I like to do handmade bows. What kind of bows do y'all like? Do y'all like certain bow makers, or do you like to do them by hand? As a matter of fact, is there any bows that you would like me to show on here? Like specific bow makers or specific types of bows? Because I was thinking about doing another bow video soon. Ooh! See that? See how it just adds that little pop of color? So I'm not going to do that on the bottom because I still want to be able to see some of this really cool mesh here, and I don't want to really cover it up, so I'm not going to put anything down there. So now we're going to get our sign ready. Now, I don't know if y'all saw Bella. See Bella back here? Hi, baby. Sweet girl. So I just wanted y'all to see her because as soon as I start this, she's going to take off running. She absolutely hates it when I do this. Alright, so this sign already has this on it, so you can do it a couple of ways. Sometimes you can take wire, and I like to use this very fine wire. It's the silver wire. It's very hard to see. It comes on these paddles. And a lot of times if they have this thicker stuff in it, you can slide your wire, right through those staples. And then I don't have to do anything to that one. So I just tie it down, make sure it's not going to come loose. No, my apron is from So Cute by Katie. It's SEW and then the word cute by Katie.com. She made it for me. I just sent her my logo, and man, I had the thing like in 2 days. It's awesome, isn't it? I love it. I have another one too, I'll show y'all. See, I got this one from, and I think her name is Marcy. I need to get her business page because I don't really know what it is yet. It was actually a gift I got from my mastermind. So I'll have to get you the information, but I love this one. It has my logo on it. Alright, so I like to take felt. You can take leftover little pieces from your ribbons. You can use those foam. You can use foam. And I usually do this just because, let's turn on Mr. Glue Gun. Just because I don't want it to come through. Although this board is really thick, I doubt very seriously if it would come through. And I'm going to use felt because it kind of grips a little better. And say bye to Bella. It's okay, baby. I told ya. And there she went. So I do it twice. And then fold that over. I have found that if I use the chenille stems or pipe cleaners or whatever you want to call them, that they tend to stay on a little bit better than the wire. Unless there's already a piece down, and then I just use that. So, let's put this away. Of course, you know, I forgot to turn it on. So let's plug in our little handy-dandy glue pot, which is really just an electric skillet. Because it heats up faster. I know, poor Bella. Okay, Bella. Come on, I'm done. Bella. Come here, girl. Bella. Come here, baby. Nope, she didn't stud me. Oh, wait. Here she comes. Come on. Come on, I'm all done. Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. I'm all done. You can get in your bed. Come on. Here we go. She's not quite sure she trusts me yet. Okay. What did I do with that little piece? There it is. Alright. It's getting there. Hopefully one of these will heat up in a second. Well, let's see what y'all are saying. Alrighty. Yep, you apply to the state. Usually you can go to the Department of Revenue. So my staples are this is the arrow. Let me see, I think I have some of the staples in here. Yep. They're the 1/4 inch. That's the ones I use. Bella is that who you're talking about? Because sometimes I miss y'all's conversations because I'm busy either running my mouth or making something. But if you were talking about Bella, Bella is 7. Going on 8. Okay, so I like to run just a little bit of glue over it, just kind of an extra protection. There we go. I'll even run it over at the top. Nobody's going to see this. Alright, so we'll give that a second to heat. See how fast it heats up? What you can do is save little stems from your florals, and then you can use that to dip in and use it. I like them because they heat up fast, and honestly, they do not burn the crud out of you like the glue guns do. Awesome! Thank you, Jolene. Have a good night. All right. So y'all liking it? Oh, I like it. I am liking it. You know who would like this? Brenda from Busy Bee. Let's see. It's still hot. This is a Ryobi glue gun. These are awesome. The only problem with them is that they get as hot as the dickens, and they will burn the snot out of you. What if you were just starting out? What is it that you want to know? If you have to file income taxes? Girl, if you just started out, you don't have to file any of that yet. See, there she is. So you're really going to have this stuff now, Brenda. Did you go and order it? Alright, let's see if this stuff is still hot. Yeah, it's mostly done. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this on there. Alright. So what do y'all think is the hardest part of making wreaths? Is it attaching the sign? Or, no, you didn't just get glue on my ribbon. It's like gluing up on me. There we go. All right. To me, the biggest pain in the tail is putting the signs on. All right, so I will just go around the frame and tie it down like this. You want to tie it tight enough it's not going to come off for getting your tax ID. Yeah, so you don't have to get it right away, but let me tell you why I advise people to get a federal ID. So if you start doing business with somebody, you never want to have to put your social security number on anything. You want to be able to put your federal ID number on it. It's a protection, and it's one you get by having a business. So I am a big proponent of getting your federal ID as soon as you know you want to do a business, because you don't want to be handing out your social security number. And when you sign up for things, you're going to have to give them your social security number if you don't have a federal ID. So my suggestion is get a federal ID. It's free. You know, I hear that a lot, that there's a lot of competition out there, but there really isn't. So let me explain. Do you know how many people are on Facebook every day? There are almost 3 billion people a day on Facebook. 3 billion. There are 349 million of those people are from the United States. So how many households do you think that represents? How many people do you think are in the, let's say, wreathing community? If there are, let's just say half of those are homes, even if a quarter of those are homes, how many of those people do you think want to have a wreath on their door? And how many people do you think are on Facebook selling wreaths? Yeah, signs are a pain. Yep. So, the next time you think that something is crowded, I want you to remember that there are almost 3 billion people just on Facebook. There are 2 billion people on YouTube. 2 billion people. We live in an international economy. So, I don't want you to think that there is too much competition out there. Plus, there are lots of ways to monetize your business besides just selling your wreaths. About wreath kits? How about design groups? How about doing wreaths in people's homes? You're not good with math? Well, the battery lasts about 2 to 3 hours. It doesn't last a ton of time, but it does charge up pretty fast, and what I do is I keep an extra. So I hear that a lot, and the truth is that there is not a ton of competition out there. Thank you. It's because my eyes are getting old and I can't see small writing. I've got my phone up here so I can see what y'all are saying. Woohoo! Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So I always shake. It looks good. See, we were even able to get our little bows out. So just kind of refluff those. And if you had any bees, you could add bees to it. I think I do, but where did I put them? I think they're over there. There we go. All right. So see, this is where I attach the sign. So one right there, one up here, one over there. So see? All right, there it is. Yes, an EIN is a tax ID number. It's also called an FEIN. It means Federal Identification Number. Yeah, I look sassy. Y'all look, these glasses are purple. I just love purple. You can ask my mom. I have liked purple since I was a little bitty girl. Do I ever add flowers and greenery? Absolutely. The more the merrier. You know, actually I have, you know what would be cute on this? Hold on. Ooh. Let's see. I'm behind the camera getting something. Where did my bees go? I don't know where they are. See, I was cleaning off my area earlier, and I don't know where I put my bees. But look, see this? See these little cute little daisies? Wouldn't these look cute on here? So see, like you could take it. When I use flowers, I always push the greenery and all the stuff up. See, and then what you could do is you could put a little bit of, like especially at the corners, have a little bit of daisies or some cute little flower. This. Belly relax. Like that. See? You sure can. It is not hard to do. Yours are purple too? Cool. I love purple. Yes, you can sell wreaths without doing videos. Yes, you can. Because you know what? Mostly when you do videos, it is other wreath makers that watch you, which helps you grow your business in other ways. But people on Etsy and Amazon and places like that, they're not watching those videos. They're just buying them. Hey, you know what I could do, Z? I could just, you know, they put all that blonde in my hair, so I have the, whoop, hold on. Okay. I had that purple hair stuff so that it doesn't get all brassy. I could just, like, wash it several days in a row. It'd probably turn purple. That's what my hairdresser told me happened to her. I love it. You like it, Mom? I think it's cute. I like it. Wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And don't forget to check out all the groups. And please make sure you go check out Danita's page. It is a Buttercup Creations. Don't you love that name? I just love that name. Thank you, Mom. Aw. Thank you, Bev. You're so sweet. Yeah, putting the sign on is the hardest part. I think so, too. Thank you, Kathy. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, and don't forget, we are still inching our way towards 75,000. And when we hit 75,000 subscribers, I'm giving away that gigantic Pro Bow, the deluxe. So, keep that in mind. Wonderful, wonderful. Yep. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Hey, buddy, you want to come say hi? Look at my big boy. Look how curly his hair is. Oh, and look, he has that little place again from his headphones. That kills me. Okay. I think I've had enough of those glasses for now. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Wait. Let's go. You like it? Yeah.
I'm tired.
He's tired. Mama gets him up early to go to school. Although, they really haven't had it so bad. The last 2 days in a row, I got him McDonald's pancakes, which he really likes. Oh, and he had donuts today, too. Not so bad staying home, is it? I scared Bella off. She ran.
Oh, she's right here.
Where? Oh, okay. Come here, Belle. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I got to put my glasses back on because I can't see. I know. They're getting so big. I am like 10,000 away from 75,000. Which seems like a lot, but it does go fairly fast usually. So. Wonderful. Yeah, PayPal is the bomb. Always check PayPal shipping first. That's my tidbit for tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and don't forget, I have business tips out there too. So if you just really feel like you're not ready for a group yet, make sure you're watching those tips. Okay? Thank you. All right, I will see y'all in a few days. I'll be back on soon. I think we're going to do some bows next. Mari's been bugging me, telling me I need to do all of the different bow makers. So I think we'll do one with the Pro Bow, the Easy Bow, and the Bow Dabra, and by hand. So we'll do all those. Yeah, I know, right? It's so funny, isn't it, Wilhelmine? It kills me. Thank you. All right, well, I will see y'all later. Oh, make sure you go check out So Cute by Katie. Okay? And I will see y'all in a few days. Of course I do. I want other people to grow like I have. It's hard when you start out. Yeah, I think he is. All right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you